be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, July 29th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday, which means that the Tampa Pro is less than 10 days away now. And if you're a classic physique fan, the lineup in this show just became must-see TV now that Steve Laureus has officially thrown his name into the mix. In case you missed it on Monday, Steve caught everyone by surprise when he announced that he was planning to bring his talents to the stage in Tampa, which will be the first time that we've seen him compete since he took third at the Arnold Classic last March. We all know that when Steve is at the top of his game, that he's one of the most dangerous athletes in the division. So if he shows up firing on all cylinders, he could end up running away with this one before anyone even knows what hit them. Since we're already talking about comebacks in classic physique, well, it feels like this is the perfect time to slip in this brand new update from Robert Timms. After basically dropping off the radar for the last few months, all of a sudden the former top 10 Olympian appeared in a big way a few days ago when he posted a new progress photo along with an announcement that he was planning to make a big return back to the division sometime within the next 4 weeks. According to Robert, the plan is for him to weigh somewhere in the neighborhood of 260 pounds the next time he steps on stage, which means that he's added at least 30 pounds of muscle since the last time we saw him 2 years ago. And since the Robert Timms we saw then was good enough to be a top 10 Olympian, it should be interesting to see how this new and improved version stacks up against some of the other big names in the division. A minute ago, I just mentioned that the Tampa Pro is less than 10 days away now. So, if you still haven't bought your tickets, you might want to get on that ASAP, because rumor has it that Iain Valliere is about to deliver some heat. So far this week, we've already seen 2 new updates coming from Iain's camp, and all the signs seem to be pointing towards him bringing in a bigger and better version of what we saw when he placed second here a year ago. If you can remember back to last year, Tampa was the show that really laid the groundwork for the rest of Iain's season, and you'd imagine that he's probably looking to do the same thing this time around. That being said, if he can walk out there with a win instead of being forced to settle for second, I think it becomes a huge confidence booster moving forward. And I believe me when I tell you, a confident Iain Valliere is not a problem people want any part of solving. As of the time we recorded this, Brazil had won 5 medals in the Olympics so far. But depending on who you ask, all 5 of those Olympic medals somehow feel, well, less exciting for our Brazilian fans now that they know that Rafa Brandao is finally starting to prep for his season debut. This week, Rafa made headlines when he released 2 new updates, including one where he tagged our own Chris Aceto, saying that he was, quote, ready to work. All things considered, when Rafa's at the top of his game, he's shown flashes of being one of the most talented athletes in bodybuilding. And depending on how things play out over the next few months, his presence alone could have a major impact on the way the next half of the season plays out. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.